Okay girls, this is what we're doing in 2026 to glow up and become that girl. First things first, we are protecting our energy like it is our child. Mute, block, unfollow. 3 non-negotiables every single day. Working out, eating healthy, and 8 hours of sleep. Those are the bare minimum for that girl. Stop over-explaining yourself. No is a complete sentence. Invest in yourself. Therapy, education, health. That girl does not put anyone before herself. Get comfortable being alone. Solo dates, solo gym sessions, solo walks. Confidence grows in solitude. Your environment reflects your standards. Clean sheets, fresh flowers, tidy car. That girl is not messy. Move your body every single day, not to be smaller, but to be stronger. Muscle is confidence you can feel. Digital detox is hot, less scrolling, more living. Presence is rare and magnetic. You become who you surround yourself with. Keep your circle small. Glow ups are internal first. Heal your patterns and the outside will follow.
So 2026 is going to be your year, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to be your year. All I ask for is one day between now and the new year, or alternatively, you are allowed to choose one day in January, like a Saturday or a Sunday, and I'm going to take you through that day. It's not a full day of work at all. It's a very fun day. You could do it with a friend. You could do it on your own. I have used this process for nearly a decade now, and it's very fucking effective at actually reaching your goals and planning in the right way and in an effective way where you're going to get to 2027 and be like, wow, I achieved everything I wanted, rather than in a way where at the beginning of the year you wrote all these things down and then none of them came true. Right, so you're gonna wake up. You are gonna set an alarm, and I know you're already angry, but stay with me. It's not going to be an alarm that's too early. It's not going to be an alarm that's too late. But you're going to start the day by setting an intention and doing it, aka you set the alarm and you're actually gonna get up. I'd set the alarm around 8:39. So at 9 o'clock, instantly, you're waking up, and for this one day, I don't care what you do for the entire rest of the year, you're not gonna go straight on your phone. You're gonna go through to the kitchen or wherever you generally set up, and you are going to have a semi-slow start to the day. Ritualistic things that make you feel good. You are going to have a shower. You are going to make yourself a coffee. You're going to have a nice, nourishing breakfast. Don't spend too long on this though. Don't go into the day being like, oh, I'm going to cook myself a breakfast that takes an hour. Steady. You don't want to use up all your energy and all of your dopamine in one. Then you're going to sit down and have your breakfast. While you're having your breakfast, you're going to decide 2 things. Number 1, what you're going to have for dinner tonight. It has to be something nice and fun. It can be something you love making. I would personally say it should be a nice little treat takeout. Number 2, what you're going to watch tonight. Is it a brand new series? Is it someone's vlog on YouTube you've been wanting to watch? Is it a movie? You're going to decide those 2 things, and you have those in your head. At the end of today, that is going to be your reward, along with having the perfect plan for 2026. By approximately 9:30, 9:45, you're going to put your stuff away, and then you're going to set up your space. Clear your desk. Don't do a full scrub tidy situation. If you have an ADHD brain, it might want to do that. You are not doing that. You're just clearing it. Pop some music on, get a tea or coffee, sit down. Now we're going to have about half an hour, 45 minutes reflecting on the year. I want you to answer these questions. What did I achieve this year? It can be anything. Personal, relationships-wise, job-wise, financial-wise, studying-wise, whatever it might be. Anything you feel proud of that you achieved this year, no matter how big or how small. Then what habits worked for you this year? Were you getting in your 10,000 steps? Were you reading before bed every night? Were you making sure to see friends every week? Just a small, scruffy list of what habits worked for you this year. Then what didn't work for you this year? And what do you wish you had more time for and why? Then just being really honest with yourself. What went wrong? Not interested in things that went wrong left, right, and center that you didn't have control over. What went wrong that you could have changed the outcome of? You're just going to brain dump this on the page. The intention is not to criticize yourself. The intention is to get clarity. Right, we're going to start the vision boarding session. This is not going to be started on Pinterest. This is again going to be started on paper with a number of questions. You're welcome. So split the paper into 3 different sections where you can jot things down under 3 different sections or 3 different mind maps. Number 1 is what kind of person do you want to be? Number 2 is how do you want your daily life to feel? Not just look like, but you should include that in there, but also feel. And the 3rd one is the things you want to do or experience this year. And at this stage, you're just brain dumping again. You've got your music in your ears, you're having a good time. You've already achieved so much this day. You're going to do a little mind map at each of those things. Just fill them out. How do I want my day to feel? What do I want it to look like? What do I want to achieve this year? Jotting down things. Brain dump doesn't need to look good, doesn't need to be perfect, doesn't need to be neat. You are going to get up. You are not going to get carried away. You are going to have pre-saved an interesting podcast, something inspirational, not too close to your life, not too far away from it, and you are going to go on a half an hour walk. If you need help on which podcast episodes, these ones fit the theme very well, but it can literally be anything. You come back after half an hour, you make yourself another cup of tea or coffee. Then you are going on to Pinterest. It's fun now, and that entire brain dump, you're now getting that into picture format. So start saving things down that match those things that you answered for all of those different questions. Find a visual representation of all of those different things. Pin to your heart's content. Genuinely get carried away with it, you can whittle it down later. Then you're probably going to enjoy that, so that might take you like 45 minutes to an hour. So you're going to cook yourself some lunch. I would try not to stay too much in your head at this point. Like, I wouldn't listen to a to a podcast while you're making lunch. I'd just listen to some music or nothing at all, and don't cook anything that's going to take you an hour. Sit down, eat that lunch outside would be amazing, unlikely for the Northern Hemisphere, and ideally you want this lunch break to take around an hour maximum. Then you come back to your desk or take a little walk to a cafe, sit there for a change of scenery. Now I know we've not finished the vision board, but we're going into goal setting. We will be coming back to the Pinterest board. So brain dump on the page, 6 categories. My ones are health, career and business, relationships, personal development, finances, and general like mindset, attitude, what's going on up here. For each of those categories, you are going to set 3 goals, and each of those goals is going to be specific and it is going to be measurable. You're not just going to put eat healthier. You are going to put, for example, eat home cooked dinners 4 nights a week. It has to be measurable. Then what you're going to do for each of those 3 goals for your 6 categories is you are going to break the ones that are appropriate down into habits. So there'll be a few things in there that you can just pull out that are going to be daily things rather than like more general things. So it might be hitting 10,000 steps a day, it might be reading before bed, it might be texting 3 friends every evening, or calling a friend a day. Any of the ones that could be broken down into daily things, you're just going to do that into a few habits. Right, after you've done this, you've got an hour break, but it's a trick, haha, it's not a proper break. It is useful though. You are going to, in this time, run an errand. Do something you've been putting off, or something that would make today more successful, that proves to yourself that is going to give you a bit of a dopamine boost. It could literally just be clearing out a drawer that you've been putting off for a long time, or tidying your room. You're going to spend an hour doing that. Again, you're not listening to a podcast, you're listening to the music. You're not trying to overload your brain, but you are proving to yourself that you can do things. Then you're going to get back, you're going to set yourself up with a nice cup of tea or a nice fun little fizzy drink, and you have got to the fun part. 2 things you're going to do in this part of the day. You're going to finish your vision board and you're going to finalize your goals. So I'd look at what you pinned from your earlier Pinterest session, where you've got all the things that are in answer to the questions, and I'd start pulling them out into whichever format you want. So for example, I like 2 formats for my vision boards. I like a phone background and I like the top of my digital planner. Those things are both going to be vision boards. So I start pulling out the ones that like resonate with me most. Very, very important that you don't just make this a pretty mood board. Don't just pull out the things that look the most aesthetic. Make sure when you are looking back at those 3 questions you asked yourself, the kind of person you want to be, what you want your daily life to feel like, and the things you want to do or experience this year, those all have to be ticked off somewhere visually on your board. That is the point of a vision board. It is not just a mood board for the aesthetic of your life. You're going to pull those all together and you have your finalized vision board. What you're then going to do is all of the goals you wrote down, you're just going to write them in a specific master goal list. They are going to be measurable. It cannot just be something general. It has to be something that you could definitively say yes or no, I achieved that or I didn't achieve that. Then at this point you are going to be feeling on top of the fucking world. You are going to be so excited. You are going to be fully feeling the type of person that you are going to be at the end of this year when you reach all of these things, and you made that happen. So you've made your vision board, you've set your goals, you've made it visible to yourself every single day. You can see it on your phone, you can see it on your planner. So now you've got there. You've got to that point that you can order that food. You can go have a shower, go get ready for bed while that food is on its way. You can have a nice early dinner sat in front of a movie. You can actually enjoy your evening. You can go into 2026 knowing exactly what you're going to get out of that year, knowing who you're going to be, who you're going to become, how it's going to be that way. Like, you have an actual action plan. This is not just these lofty goals that you've wished for. This is a genuine plan, and that's the perfect planning day.
If you're serious about looking in and having the best year yet, these are the 10 things that you have to do in 2026 for a full rebrand. And word of warning, this is not for the little girls who want to do cute, pretty collages on Canva. This is for the girls that want to do the work. Let's get into it. Number 1, let's start by auditing your habits and not just your goals. Look at how you spend your time, your money, your energy, your resources. Baby, your habits are telling on you. And this is why you're here for the 5th year in a row with the same New Year's resolution. That's the real vision board. Change your habits, change your life. Number 2, set an intention for the year. And I want this to be in the form of a word or a quote. And this could be something like the word discipline, ease, expansion, abundance. Whatever it is, come up with it. Every decision that you make needs to run through this filter. If it's not aligning with the word or the quote, we're not doing it. Okay? Number 3, set goals and create a vision board. An actionable vision board. Cute, pretty little collages are for little girls. We need deadlines, timelines, resources, books we're going to read, skills we're going to accrue. That's how the Grown Baby Girls vision board. Okay? And if you want a couple more tips on this, let me know and I'll speak about it. Number 4, outsource your life. Time is money and burnout is expensive. So if you can afford it, things like cooking, cleaning, dry cleaning, you are the CEO of your life and not the cleaner. Because your energy should be going into things that only you can do. That is the mindset that I adopt. Number 5, declutter your life of things, people, and situations that are no longer aligned with yourself or even your future self. Toxic friendships, clothes you haven't worn since 2010, need to be gone. And I need you to be ruthless about this, because you cannot move forward whilst dragging dead weight. Clean out the old so the new can arrive. Number 6, we're going to have to get our money up in 2026. If our income hasn't changed in years, neither has our mindset. Yes, I want you to know how to save, but also we need to increase that bank balance, because if depriving yourself of coffee every single day is really moving the needle, baby, you're not making enough money. I'm sorry. Number 7, your environment is sabotaging you. For some of you, isn't your toxic friendships or that ongoing situationship, it's your fucking environment. So maybe this might be the year to move out of your parents' house, or even to move to a nicer area. Again, whatever your budget can allow for. Your environment either reinforces your future or traps you in your past. Number 8, we're going to need to start getting organized and using a diary. I'm absolutely mortified at the number of you that still do not use a calendar. You do not know what Google Calendar is. Baby, how are you functioning? Download Google Calendar, time block, and live and die by it. Okay? Number 9, 2026 is the year that we get serious about our health. So I'm going to need you to schedule in that annual health check, that smear test, that dental appointment, that body scan you've been meaning to do. And this is something that I really need you to be strict on. Last but not least, the body needs to be ready. Manicure every 2 weeks, pedicure every month, hair appointment booked, gym membership on lock, because frantically trying to get these things done when we have a dinner date, when it's holiday, no. And then this, when the shellac is outgrown, disgusting, girl.
This is how you're going to completely rebrand your life ahead of 2026. Take it from someone who has rebranded in every single way, be it career, financially, relationship, environment, you name it. And I'm going to break it down into the 10 steps that got me there. The first is you are your greatest hobby. Think of your life as the most important project, hobby, passion project you will ever work on. If you had complete creative freedom, not with the opinions of your family, your partner, your friends, whoever, what would your dream reality look like? And I want you to literally picture where you live, how you would spend your days, the people you surround yourself with, what career do you do, what's your income, what are your relationships, your work, your daily rituals. Maybe you want to make a vision board with this. I like to do it with Pinterest, so you can do it physically. Every single detail matters. It's not just fantasy. This is literally building the blueprint for the life of your desires that you are creating. The next thing is to pick your North Star 3. So choose 3 words that capture the essence of your future self. That might be abundance, success, bold, radiant, peaceful. These words are going to become your compass, your guiding star. I like to have them as my screensaver just to remind me every decision I make is guided by those 3 words. Does it support the person I'm becoming? The next thing is to detox your life. And I'm not talking about a juice cleanse. Actually, really hate those. But transformation requires room to breathe. That is both physically, digitally, you name it. You cannot build a new chapter with the clutter of the old one. Whether that's physical clutter in your home, outdated routines, relationships that drain your energy, social media accounts you follow that don't make you feel good. Growth begins the moment you create space for it. So create the space. The next thing is nourishment. Your body is the foundation of your entire rebrand. And this is not just about how you look, but how you feel. Your health is truly everything. So fuel your body with intention. Plan nourishing meals. Maybe you do meal prep. Maybe you create your meals at the beginning of every week. You're going to drink a loaded water every morning. Comment recipe for my loaded water recipe. Move daily in ways you enjoy. That could be running, Pilates, weight training. And protect your sleep. It is literally sacred. When your body is thriving, everything else falls into place. It's literally like a domino effect. The next thing is to refresh your look. My favorite thing to do is find your celebrity or influencer, whoever lookalike, look at their hair, their makeup, how do they style themselves, and take note. You do not have to buy new products. You don't have to buy new clothes, but look at styles that suit their body type or their skin tone or their hairstyle and see how you can utilize that. Because odds are they've got a stylist they're paying thousands of pounds to, makeup artist, hairstylist, and you can get all those tips for free. Outer presentation is a powerful sign to your inner self of the person you want to be. The next thing is to master your mindset. Probably the most important thing. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your thoughts become your words, become your actions. So the way that we speak to ourselves, our self-concept, the way that we journal, how we practice gratitude, we're going to release those limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering, supportive beliefs. Maybe we do positive affirmations. This literally rewires your brain. Common affirmations for my free playlist. This has changed my life. You want to curate what you consume, so go on a media diet. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad, or just mute them if you don't want to unfollow them. Block people. Feed your brain with positive, motivating, educational content only for whatever it is you're interested in. Listen to podcasts that are educational. Read books. Listen to music. Even your social feeds should reflect the person that you are becoming. This